Sometimes I prepare more like a historian. I listen well also. You talk to people, you read the work of academians, academics, whichever you want to say. You listen to people on the ground. In the case of the tsunami, I live in Japan, so I know the place. So that I had a bit of a head start that way, and I also felt I had to produce something meaningful because this is my home. But I do a lot of research. I work with NGOs, trying to trace and track stories. I've been in this part of the world long enough that I'm able to see cultural affinities that I would not have seen when I first moved here. So I follow threads that way.
Could you give an example?
Well, I mean, this doesn't necessarily relate to any story in particular, but I live in Japan, and it's thought of as, it's the connection to China is obvious, but the connection to Southeast Asia, where we're sitting, is much less obvious. But before the Chinese came over, I think I believe the islands of Indonesia, Borneo, Philippines, Taiwan, and Japan communicated much more. Sometimes, but not always, insights like that can help you to fortify your story. Other things are like the piles of stones. They call them obo in Mongolia. They've got them in Tibet, and they have them in Afghanistan. So you can detect through these connections. That's a pre-Buddhist thing. You can see these threads of the migration of peoples, and sometimes, again, it can really it can bring a little bit more informed point of view to a story. I love that because I love culture and migration of people.